And now, your first alert weather.
All right, this is Northgate at 15. You can see we got some slush on the roads here this morning. Travel will be difficult. Don't advise going anywhere if you don't have to. This is Yukon, and there will be some snow flying. Visibility will be affected. It'll freeze, and we're going to see the winds pick up. So blowing snows, freezing conditions, and we'll be hovering right around 30, 32 degrees for the afternoon, and this only gets worse the deeper we get into the weekend, especially into the southeastern highlands and into western Wyoming. Good morning, Jeff Roper here. Watch this front. It'll drop through here on Saturday. The winds will be picking up. We pushed high pressure out of the way. A deepening jet stream pulls in some cold air after this system as well, so it's going to be really cold around here as we get into the beginning of next week once we get through the 3 snow events today, Saturday, and on into Sunday with some lingering snows around here. It's 18 degrees in Idaho Falls. That wind out of the north at about 5 makes it feel like it's about 11. 10 of 8, the sun will come up. This is a live look along US 20. Thornton over toward Rigby, and 32 degrees in Pocatello. But with blowing snows this morning and some mist in the air, it'll freeze on the windshield. It feels like it's about 20 degrees. That wind's pushing 18 miles an hour. We're expecting 30-mile-an-hour winds around here, and this snow is going to continue to drop in from Soda all the way down into Afton and push into some extreme weather conditions where travel is not advisable. But deepening snows this morning along Idaho Falls, Blackfoot, Pocatello's interchange there into Chubbuck, and making the changeover into Twin and Rupert and Paul with some of those sketchy showers as we push into the day today with the changeover to rain. I can see a little trough here pushing through Wyoming, and more of this energy just taking over the bottom half of Idaho as this front drops in. Will just be overcast. It will be cold. We've got snow flying outside the TV station right now, and it's just going to make things a little more slickery around here. Yesterday we had a high of 20 degrees. Normally, on average, we would be right around 30 from records gone by. Our overnights are in par with where they should be, but you can see on some of the exit ramps and secondaries and even along the Teton Pass that they're going to close today at noon and tell you not to park anywhere. At least that, make plans for that if you're trying to get anywhere or do anything. But as these trucks come off of the Lindsay Boulevard exit there in front of the Gas and Grub, and we got snow blowing over toward Jackson across the interstate and the highways there into Thornton and even around Chubbuck there along 84, 86. It's going to be slick because the plows haven't been able to get to it yet. So we've had fresh snow upwards of 4 inches already reported in Rexburg from some folks that are there overnight, and the darker blue areas along the interstates. It's going to be a slow roll around here this morning. So 21-mile-an-hour wind gust already reported in Blackfoot, that stretch between Blackfoot and Pocatello where it always gets caught up. Yep. 21-mile-an-hour gust into Montpelier. This is Idaho Falls over the river, and if you're going to the woods, headed out toward Icy, yeah, you can see we haven't been able to get to the roads yet. A lot of these things, we're just making slush out there, and we will have that fog and clouds. The winds begin to pick up into the day today, and over Rexburg this morning, it looks pretty messy. We'll see temperatures cooling off as we get into Sunday and Monday around here. It's 32 in Pocatello, and winds are at 18 miles an hour. So right now with temperatures ranging from 16 in Rexburg to double that into Pocatello, 25 in DeSoto. We're going to see overcast, snowy conditions, and gusty winds today over 30 miles an hour. We will be pushing right there around that perfect recipe temperature of 32 degrees for Idaho Falls. Our wind chills this morning have us in the teens and tweens. 15 is what it feels like in Jackson, 17 in Soda. So with mid-20s today, we hunker down and get even colder into the weekend into Jackson Hole with teens for highs next week, tweens for highs on Monday in Pocatello. After a good 6 to 8 inches of snow, it looks like, over the next 3 days, maybe even more depending on the winds and drifting snows, but below zero for lows. It's going to be freezing for the day in Idaho Falls, down to 19 tonight. And we'll cut the temperature in half from Saturday to Sunday as we hit the rock bottom and go to 10 below zero for Monday morning, but bright, cold sunshine. Now, sports.